Right, I decided, you have to excuse the face mask, but I am using this stuff. Now this is sodium cocoyl isothienate powder. You don't want to breathe this shit in. You really don't. It's not good for you. However, it makes fantastic shampoo bars. So, come with me and we'll make some shampoo bars. Believe it or not, I am smiling under this. You just can't see it. You do need one of these masks if you're dealing with this stuff. It's a FFP3 and it's, yeah. I didn't realise it did that. Alright, let's get on with making some shampoo bars. So, let me just change the camera angle so you can see what I'm doing. Right, excuse the mess on the worktop. Most of this is stuff that's bagged up and ready for being packaged when I get the time. So, sodium cocoyl isothienate powder in here. What I'm going to do, I'm going to make a bit of a well in the middle. And then in this jug, I have cocoyl betaine and my essential oils. This one we're doing is grapefruit, and I would say it smells great, but I can't smell a damn thing through this. And then in here, all my waxes and butters and everything else, and absolutely gorgeous. So, the way I do this is I'll alternate between these two jugs. So we start with the cold one. We'll just pour a bit of it in, and then we'll get in there with the hands. Just to try and dampen it down a bit. And I need my rubber mat, but I think it's in the sink. So I'm going to have to deal with this sliding around all over the place. Let me pull it this way a bit. And then we use some of the warm stuff. And if you've ever made bread or pastry or anything that's like flour and liquid mix, you know how this goes. Small amounts of liquid into the powder, just to wet the powder down, because you can probably see, I don't know if you can see or not, but there's an awful lot of so I'm kind of out of breath because these masks are the easiest things to breathe in, especially when you're suffering with what I think is a chest infection. So yay. So we'll just keep mixing this because it's starting to clump together, but by alternating it, it means we don't end up, because I found out the first time I was doing this, I was getting a lot of waxy clumps in it, and I couldn't figure out why. And then I realised it's because I was doing it in the food mixer. I mean, this is the bowl from the food mixer, so yeah. But I was finding it wasn't mixing it properly, probably because I wasn't using a dough hook. So if you're doing it with a mixer, get a dough hook. They're a lot easier. So instead I decided to start doing it by hand. And I'll tell you what, it's actually really therapeutic, especially after the morning I've had. So, you know, you can just imagine it's all those people that have really wound you up in the morning. And it's great. Yeah, just kind of squeezing the life out of them. But hey ho, that's my morning. How's your morning going? Mine's one of those mornings, and it's Monday, so it's lots of fun, or not, whichever. Yeah, however you want to look at it. It's just one of those mornings, but there you go. So yeah, you literally just keep alternating the hot and the cold. Make sure you do get your fingers right down to the bottom, because you'll find a lot of the powder is down there. And it's a nightmare. You've got to really dig at it. So it's a good workout as well. Really good workout as well. And you do get it. It's messy. It's messy, but it's fun. God, I didn't realise just how hard. I've got a couple of these face masks actually. So, yeah, big thanks to a friend of mine who got me them. Because I was like, I need to make shampoo bars, but I don't have the face masks because my last one's kaput. And then he surprised me and brought some over for me. I was like, oh, thank you very much. So, yeah, thank you to him. I'm not going to mention his name, but he knows who he is. So, we're getting there. This is starting to bind together. So, once it gets to a certain point and you're not getting clouds of dust puffing up out of here, you probably could take the face mask off. I, however, am overly cautious. Yeah, I have enough health issues right now. I can do without any more caused by SCI powder inhalation. So, no thank you. I'll just keep the mask on until it's all a nice ball of dough. Because that's what you're aiming for, a big ball of dough. So, yeah, in that regards, it's kind of like making pastry. But we're getting to the stage now where it's getting firmer. That's what you want. It all wants to be nice and firm. Yeah, that's my sense of humour. Oh, I just want to be able to breathe properly. But anyway, while I'm doing this, while I'm trying to get it to a nice dough consistency, I'll tell you about my morning. Escapee. So, this morning, because I've been having issues with a back tooth all weekend, and as always happens, yeah, your teeth decide they're going to be an absolute nightmare. And they always do it on a Friday night, when none of the dentists are open. I'm just using my hands for this because I don't know where my spatula is. I think the kids have been playing with it again. So, yeah. Since last Friday actually, I've been having issues with a back tooth. So, finally managed to get to going up to the dentist. Rather what I thought was my dentist. You can see what's coming here, can't you? So I went in there, asked if I could book an appointment, an emergency appointment, because, you know, I think it's infected. And promptly get told, yeah, we can do you an appointment if you're willing to pay £99 for the damn thing. I was like, I'm sorry, what? Are you kidding me? They were like, nope. All our dentists now are private. We did tell you about this last year. I was like, I'm sorry, I slept since then. So, yeah, no dentist appointment for me because I don't have 99 quid that I can cough up to go and see the dentist. So, yeah, it's probably a good thing I might be suffering with a chest infection as well because, you know, if I am, I can have antibiotics for a chest infection and deal with my tooth at the same time. Now, if you notice, the rest of this is going a bit thick. So I'm going to pause the video, stick it back on the stove, remelt it, and come back. See you in a sec. Okay, now that's done, we now have, we take most of this out of here. I'm going to need to tip this down a bit more. There we go, that's better. We now have a dough of sorts. I still have this mask on, so I'm going to have to take this off again because I need to breathe. Breathing's good, isn't it? Yeah, we like to breathe. Where's the... Now, the problem I have is trying to get this off one-handed. So, it was fine at the other day when I had the kids here. Oh my God, that's better. Hello. So, now what we're going to do is, like bread, obviously you don't want to be doing this. This seems a bit crumbly, but I think it's because it's cold. It's not overly warm in this house right now. It's always easier to do. I have, before anyone gets on me, I have already sprayed this worktop down. So it's been sprayed down with a 99% alcohol spray, so it is clean. I promise you it is clean. So as you can see, this is crumbling everywhere. So what I need to do, this is a good workout, by the way. It's a really good workout. Because you need to squish it and play with it, and this is really crumbling. I don't know why. Probably, like I said, because it's cold. You just get bits falling off like that. So we need to kind of persuade this to warm up and soften up a little bit, because at the minute it's really, really hard. You get bits flying off all over the place, which is no fun. Try and work some of this back in. Oh, what I wouldn't give for a nice heated worktop. Those are expensive. They're really expensive. I suppose I could always have a word with my friends at Wood and Witch and say, look, any chance you guys have got a bit of an idea? By the way, if you're not following them, go and give them a follow. They are a fantastic little business. And they make all sorts of, funnily enough, wooden stuff. And witchy stuff, hence the name Wood and Witch. But they're just working on all their Christmas stuff right now. I will leave a link to their page in the comments as well, so you can go and give them a follow. I've recently been gifted, you might have seen it on the page, I've recently been gifted my gorgeous Forever Pumpkin, which I absolutely love. The kids love it, my cats love it, everybody loves it. So, oh Christ, this does not want to behave itself, and it does not want to do as it's supposed to do. I'm going to lose my temper in a minute. So I apologise if I start swearing. Oh, but you know, there are some days where you just have to let the expletives fly. You know? Right. That will have to do, I think, because it is not wanting to behave itself and form up. So, we're going to have to work with, what is it say, work with what you've got. But there you go. That is, I mean, yeah, I could just leave that as is and let it all set up and it would be the world's biggest shampoo bar. But we're not going to do that. Now, I had someone in a group say, love the shampoo bars, you know, what size mould do you use? And I told them that I don't use the moulds in the traditional sense. So she was like, okay, well, how do you use them? I said, well, when I get a chance to make my next lot of shampoo bars, I'll show you. So, this is for her. So there's our massive lump of shampoo bar. Oof. These are a bit on the... I'll give them a quick wipe up. So this is a 3D printed shampoo bar mould. So there are two of these. So you kind of put that in there, like that. And then you put your dough in there, and then you put the top one on and you squeeze it. That's how you should normally use it. I, however, don't. So what I do, because all of my bars are about 60 grams. Sometimes I will go slightly over, because why not? But they will always be a minimum of 60 grams. That's a little bit much. See, this is the great thing about this recipe. You can just treat it as you would do Play-Doh. So, yeah, it's much easier to do when they're little tiny balls like this, because now I can actually get it such. See how that's sticking together better? It's just a lot to deal with when you've got a huge ball of dough like that. Let me put that in there. So, I'll give it a good squeeze. Get rid of any bits that are in the way. I will clean all this up later, so nobody come at me in the comments going, "Oh, it's an absolute mess." Where's my other? I don't know. Just need to give that a clean up. That's better. See, I don't worry about cleaning the inside of it because I don't use the inside bit. So, what I do is I'll put it straight down on the side like that. Then, roll that into a ball. Plonk it in there and ever so gently. Well, I say gently. I mean, this dough is like really, really solid. Push it down like that. Then, instead of doing anything with it like that, twist it so it comes off clean, because you can see how it's not fitting all the way around. And then I'll put it down, place it on there, and push down like that. Give it a twist because it will stick to the side. And then push down like that. And there, just roll it between your fingers. And there you have your shampoo bar. And it's as easy as that. What I will say is, if you are watching this on the YouTubes and not on my Facebook page or my Instagram page, unless you know how to deal with sodium cocoyl isothienate, don't use it. It is incredibly dangerous stuff, and I don't want to be held accountable if you mess up with it. So yeah, there's that. So let me come back up here. So there you go. That's how I make the shampoo bars. Now I'm going to go and finish this batch off before it says solid and I can't do anything with it. So bye bye.